From a sausage biscuit to small fries or even a mini McFlurry, McDonald's new under $3 McValue menu has 15 ways to save all day. Any size frozen Coke for $2.19. Any size iced coffee for just $2.69. McD's got you at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Let's meet the Town & Country Bank lending team. Andrew Wynn, Sammy Parker, and Doug Barnes. They're here to help you achieve your financial goals with personalized lending solutions tailored just for you. Whether you're looking to buy your dream home, expand your business, or pursue any other financial endeavor, the Town & Country Bank is committed to guiding you through every step. Stop by one of their 2 Salem branches and discover what hometown banking is all about. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 402782.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. We'll continue to be sunny today with a high temperature near 90 degrees and our heat index value will be as high as 93. We'll have a light southerly wind. Tonight it'll be mostly clear with low around 68 degrees with a light southerly wind. Then tomorrow should be sunny with a high again near 90 and our heat index value tomorrow though is going to creep up near 97 degrees. Southerly winds tomorrow will be 5 to 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow night we do have a 30% chance of showers after midnight with partly cloudy skies, a low temperature around 69 degrees. Winds will be out of the south at around 6 miles per hour. Showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm Saturday afternoon with a chance of precipitation at 60%. Now, new rainfall amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch are in the forecast, except higher amounts, as always, are possible if you happen to be in a thunderstorm. We'll have mostly sunny skies with a high near 87 and southwesterly winds will be 6 to 8 miles per hour. Saturday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy skies, a low around 67. Then Sunday, we have a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms during Sunday afternoon. We'll have mostly cloudy skies Sunday with a high near 84 degrees. Sunday night will be mostly cloudy with low around 67. Then Monday, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms during Monday afternoon with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 87 degrees. Monday night, skies will be mostly cloudy with low around 67. Then we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday with partly sunny skies and a high near 88. We'll have a chance of showers Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 68 degrees. And Wednesday, showers are likely and maybe a thunderstorm with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 87 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Whenever I hear AI, my mind jumps to the liquid nitrogen tank storing the future of our cattle herd. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. That AI, artificial insemination, is all about making calves without a bull, helping with genetics, biosecurity, and herd improvement. Artificial intelligence, on the other hand, is about making smart decisions with data. One is biology, the other is technology, but both aim to improve outcomes. In agriculture, AI, the tech kind, is transforming how we grow crops. Think of precision ag as trading a paint roller for a fine brush. AI can analyze soil, moisture, pests, and plant health to tell farmers exactly where to spray, irrigate, or harvest. Farms now generate more data than ever, lots and lots of data. AI sorts through it all to spot trends and offer insights, which field corners underperform, when sugar content peaks in corn, and where to adjust for pests or disease. It's even driving tractors and picking fruit, all without a human in the cab. But AI can't do it all. It still does not know how to fix fence or negotiate with a protective mama cow. AI may seem high-tech and autonomous, but in reality, it's deeply shaped and limited by human influence. From the start, humans decide what problems AI should solve, what data it learns from, and how it makes decisions. That means every AI model carries the fingerprints of its creators. Farmers, engineers, data scientists, and agronomists all play a role in teaching AI how to recognize a healthy corn plant, predict a weather shift, or flag a sick cow. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative,
and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. It has killed hundreds of thousands. Many of its victims didn't even know they were getting fentanyl. Such a tragedy. This is Robert De Niro. One of those tragic deaths was my beautiful grandson, Leo. He was just 19 years old. Fentanyl doesn't care, but you do. Join us in the fight against fentanyl. Find us online at ladrfoundation.org.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Another pretty quiet day for direct cash cattle trade and cash hogs ended the day weak. Good morning, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity was relatively quiet on Wednesday. A few scattered bids did surface at $225 to $227 live in the South. Asking prices held firm at $228 to $230 live in the South, but didn't surface in the North. At the interstate regional stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers were $4 to $8 higher. Feeder heifers weighing less than 475 pounds were $10 to $15 higher. Heifers 475 to 600 pounds were $3 to $8 higher. And heifers weighing more than 600 pounds were steady. The USDA says demand was good to very good on a moderate supply. There were some large, high-quality consignments in the week's offering. Medium and large one feeder steers, 605 to 638 pounds, brought $340 to $384. Feeder steers, 650 to 680 pounds, brought $334 to $375. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 504 to 545 pounds, brought $350 to $373. Box beef closed sharply lower with light demand for heavy offerings. Choice down $6.59 at $386.45. Select was $5.19 lower at $373.27. Estimated cattle slaughter was 117,000 head, down 5,000 on the week and down nearly 5,000 on the year. Cash hogs at the major direct markets closed week with a solid negotiated run. The industry is monitoring the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights. Global demand has been a bright spot, but China's back and forth when it comes to purchasing pork has been concerning. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 12 cents with a weighted average of 111.90. The Iowa, Minnesota had no comparison, but a weighted average of 111.88, and the Western Corn Belt had no comparison, but a weighted average of 111.99. Pork values were firm, up a nickel at 112.06. Hams and picnics were both higher, and estimated hog slaughter was 478,000 head, up 5,000 on the week and up more than 3,000 on the year. At the CME, live cattle were mostly higher and feeders were up, waiting for direct business to develop. And lean hog futures closed higher on technical buying with additional support from the higher move in pork during the session. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Content is king, especially content created and delivered by a trusted source. For more than 50 years, Brownfield has provided news and ag information to farmers. Brownfield's team of a dozen award-winning ag broadcasters works together to provide local and regional coverage, as well as national and international news and information, making Brownfield a household name for farmers. Thank you for listening.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Debbie Sue Faulkner Simmons, age 68, of Salem, passed away Thursday, July 3rd. Celebration of life for Debbie Simmons will be at 7 o'clock this evening at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Debbie Simmons will start at 6 this afternoon and continue till 7. And all arrangements for Debbie Sue Faulkner Simmons of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Doyle Sanford Sanders, Jr. of Salem, passed away June 29th, at the age of 78 years. A graveside memorial services for Doyle Sanders will be Saturday, July 12th at 11 o'clock in the morning at the North Lawn Cemetery. Memorials are suggested at the American Legion, Walker Roney, post number 99. Cards will be available to all James Gar locations, and all arrangements for Doyle Sanford Sanders, Jr. of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. Gene Philip Morgan of Salem passed away June 4th at the age of 83 years. A graveside memorial service for Gene Morgan will be held Saturday, July 12th at 5:30 at the Round Pond Cemetery. And all arrangements for Gene Philip Morgan of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. Doylene M. Camden of Salem passed away Monday, July 7th at the age of 95 years. Funeral services for Doylene Camden will be at 2 o'clock Monday afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Doylene Camden will also be Monday from 12 noon until service time at 2 o'clock. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Doylene M. Camden of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. David Brian Bruno, age 61, of Salem, passed away July 2nd. A memorial service for David Bruno will be Tuesday, July 15th at 3 in the afternoon at the American Legion post number 99 in Salem. Visitation for family and friends of David Bruno will also be at the American Legion on Tuesday prior to the service from 2 until service time at 3. Military honors will be at approximately 3:30. Memorials are suggested at the American Legion post number 99, and all arrangements for David Brian Bruno of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. George Owensby Pyatt passed away July 8th at the age of 84 years. Mr. Pyatt was cremated at Rolla Cremation. In lieu of flowers, the family requests that donations be made to the Dent County Animal Shelter in Salem, and all arrangements for George Owensby Pyatt of Salem are under the direction of the Rolla Cremation. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Denton County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
It is now time for a look at local news. It's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Denton County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Denton County Commissioners met this morning at the Denton County Courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said the crews will be grading Denton County roads 6350, 6410, 6420, 6480, and 6485, while brush will be cut on County Road 6460. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said 2 grader operators were out, so brush will be cut on Denton County Road 2300. Williams reported crews will be installing a driveway culvert on County Road 3090, and rock will be hauled to that location. Plus, crews will be doing patchwork on County Road 3210 over a culvert and on a low-water bridge. Williams went on to say that 6 large culvert pipes are being taken to Denton County Road 2500 for extensive work that will begin on Monday. Once that work begins Monday, Denton County Road 2500 will be closed until the work is completed. Denton County Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said he attended the Merrimack Regional Community Foundation meeting in St. James at MRPC offices on Wednesday. MRCF's mission is to enhance the quality of life in the 8-county Merrimack region through resource development, community grant making, collaboration, and public leadership. The meeting concentrated on aiding numerous Phelps County organizations with help from the tornado damages they suffered this spring. He said the community had raised around $100,000, and that was placed in a fund at MRCF. Larson stated that 8 organizations received funding totaling $71,388, and that included Russell House, which received $1,388, with $70,000 to 7 other organizations, with each one getting $10,000. They included the Phelps County Faith Foundation, Community Partnership Foundation, Phelps County Fairgrounds, Rolla Chamber of Commerce Foundation, Phelps Health Foundation, Salvation Army, and Choices for People. Larson also stated the county received a letter from the state to help provide funding for the remonumentation of the established surveyed Public Land Survey System corners. The commission will be in touch with the county surveyor on this. At the last meeting, Collector Shannon Van Kirk reported the monthly collections from June came to a total of $109,342.33. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. The Salem Board of Aldermen held their regular meeting Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock in the City Hall Auditorium at 202 North Main Street. North Washington Street, forgive me. After approving the agenda and consent agenda, the board made several community appointments, including Carrie Sutterfield, who was officially appointed as the new Economic Development Director, and Sherry Lee was reappointed to another term with the Housing Authority. The board also held second readings of several bills, including Bill number 3673, which aimed to maintain existing electric rates but failed due to lack of a motion. Bill number 3674 was approved, amending Section 700.090 of the City Code to update electric rate structures. Under the new ordinance, commercial customers will pay a $12 service availability fee and 0.1308 per kilowatt hour, with a minimum charge of $52.32 for 400 kilowatt hours or less. Residential customers will be charged $8 service fee and $0.1276 per kilowatt hour, with a $25.52 minimum for 200 kilowatts or less. Bill number 3675 also passed unanimously, requiring a demand meter for the customers who have a monthly kilowatt demand of 25 or more over the past 12 months. These customers will now pay $0.1240 per kilowatt hour and $3.60 per kilowatt KWD, in addition to a $12 service fee. Bill number 3676 was unanimously approved as well, providing employment incentive rates for commercial customers that meet the program's eligibility requirements. Under this program, they will pay a $12 monthly service fee plus a $0.0875 for every kilowatt hour and $5.63 for each kilowatt D. All new rates are effective immediately. During the city officials' report, City Clerk Tammy Kohler thanked the cemetery staff for their continued work, and Mayor Greg Parker expressed appreciation to everyone who helped organize the 4th of July festivities. Public Works Director Steve Payne reported on ongoing street repairs and reminded residents to call the main office for concerns with pavement repair. Parks and Recreation Director Melissa DuBois noted that the city pool is operating, but Westport Pools has been scheduled to inspect the pool as it is running rather loudly. She also announced upcoming flag football signups. Newly appointed Economic Development Director Carrie Sutterfield introduced herself to the board. Alderman Letchworth offered prayers to flood victims in Texas, and Alderwoman Dent thanked the community for their support of the Salem Choir's Independence Day performance. The meeting adjourned to an executive session to discuss attorney-client privileges. The Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors met Tuesday at the fire station at No. 2 South Main Street. The bills were then reviewed, approved, and signed, showing a remaining balance of $363,879.20. The budget was reviewed and approved, with only the firefighting equipment line item being over budget by 34%. The monthly reimbursement report showed a total of 14 calls for June and 157 calls for the year to date. There were 4 calls for fires, 4 for medical assistance, 1 utility problem, 1 hazmat call, 1 accident, 1 alarm, 1 agency assist, and 1 call was classified as other. In old business, the board discussed truck purchases, but that was tabled until the next meeting. The radio grant the fire district was hoping to get was canceled by the U.S. government. The board also discussed the old Fidelity Tower lease, but that was also tabled until the next meeting. The board approved to allow the board president to sign the intent resolution for bond expenditures, allowing the reimbursement to the Denton County Fire Protection District General Fund for the expenditures paid from the general fund prior to receiving bond finances. The board also approved using the Bank of Salem for the payback of the bond service and to use Progressive Ozark Bank for the items purchased with bond monies. Treasurer Dave Wells reminded the board the tax hearing would be held in August, where the board will have to set the new tax rate. The date will be determined once the paperwork is sent to the department with the assessment figures from the clerk. He also said the state auditor Form C will need to be filled out and filed. To get that done, the district will supply the figures from the clerk to L.J. Hart and Company to develop the levy calculations and available options for the debt service levy. Chief Dennis Floyd reported the truck number 8026 was out of service due to an engine malfunction. The board heard quotes from John Knight and Chief Floyd on bunker gear and elected to go with the Banner Fire Equipment, Inc., who is a distributor of Firedex products. Firedex is a manufacturer specializing in firefighting personal protective equipment, particularly known for its innovative and protective gear for the first responders that complies with NFPA rules. The decision to get the dual compliance gear was made quickly in order to save $20,000, as the price will go up on July 14th. Chief Floyd asked for an early reimbursement for Earl Jarvis Jr., which was approved by the board. The next meeting of the Denton County Fire Protection District will be Tuesday, August 12th at 6 o'clock at the fire station. With summer activities, the Missouri Department of Conservation reminds everyone to be careful with all sources of fire that could cause a wildfire. If you're building a campfire, clear a generous zone around fire rings. Store unused firewood a good distance from a campfire. Never use gasoline, kerosene, or other flammable liquid to start a fire. Keep campfires small and controllable. Keep fire extinguishing materials such as a rake, shovel, and bucket of water close. Extinguish campfires each night and before leaving camp, even if it's just for a few moments. Learn more about camping on MDC areas at mdc.mo.gov/discover-nature/activities/camping. Call 911 at the first sign of a fire getting out of control. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
When it comes to pond building, land clearing, building site preparation, or even building a walking trail, you need a professional that will get the job done right the first time and stands behind their work. Godey's Excavating LLC has the right equipment to take care of all your residential or commercial projects. No job is too small or too large. Call Godey's Excavating LLC at 573-739-4634. They are fully insured and carry workman's compensation.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals hosted the Washington Nationals last night, and the Nationals scored 3 runs early and never looked back as they defeated the Cardinals 8-2. The series is tied up at 1 apiece, and the final game will be live tonight on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM and 95.7 FM, with pregame coverage starting at 5:40. Kansas City Royals and Pittsburgh Pirates wrapped up their series yesterday with a Royals victory 4-3 and a series sweep. They'll remain at home to face the New York Mets tonight at 7:10. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with Major League Baseball, where the St. Louis Cardinals wrap up their 3-game series with the Washington Nationals tonight at Busch Stadium. The two teams have split the first 2 of the series, including the Cardinals falling 8-2 yesterday. Andre Palante struggled in the start, giving up 7 earned on 8 hits over 6 innings as his record evens up at 5-5, and says the upcoming All-Star break could be a benefit to get some rest.
I think a lot of us are getting to about 100 innings now. That's a lot of innings. You start to feel definitely stuff starts, maybe velocity starts to decline, maybe sharpness starts to go down. Definitely getting a break can help. You can clean up some things.
The rubber game of the 3-game set between the Cardinals and Nationals, 6:45 first pitch tonight. Miles Michaelis gets the start against Mike Soroka. The Kansas City Royals are taking today off after finishing off a 3-game series sweep of the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday with a 4-3 victory. Salvador Perez went deep twice in the victory. First, a solo shot in the second inning. The second, a solo shot in the 8th inning that broke open a 3-3 tie, and both of them on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah, the first guy, the lefty, threw a lot of fastball. His foul was special. I think just that pitch, he just trying to get ahead in the count. I was ready. and the other guy just tried to say something up out of the play.
Jack Aglione would have a 2-run homer, 466 feet, the longest measured by a Royals rookie ever. Lucas Ercik picked up the win in relief. All-star Chris Bubich took a no decision in the start, going 5 2/3, allowing 3 earned runs. After today's off day, the Royals will start their final series before the All-Star break, hosting the New York Mets tomorrow night. Kansas City also making a move yesterday, signing former Cy Young Award winner, lefty starting pitcher Dallas Keuchel to a minor league deal. He'll report to AAA Omaha. I'm Tim Fisher, with Arena Sports.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at MDA.org today.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative,
and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
It is now time for our news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40. And this weekend, we're going to be counting them down like we always do. But here's the big question. Can Corey Kent hang on to that number 1 spot for a second week with this heart? Or is someone else going to try to steal the crown? There's only one way to find out. All the hits, all the heat, all weekend long on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
News. I'm Sue Danielson. Public school students will not be allowed to use their cell phones during school hours after Governor Mike Keogh signed a school safety package into law. There are exceptions for students with certain educational or health needs. Governor Keogh has also signed an economic development bill into law, which allows for a special entertainment district to be established in downtown St. Louis. A soil-borne fungus known as red crown rot has been confirmed in Missouri soybean fields. Radio station KCUR in Kansas City reports the fungus could significantly cut yields. Missouri air travelers no longer have to remove their shoes when going through airport security. The Transportation Security Administration dumped the nearly 20-year-old policy this week. TSA Missouri spokesman Carter Langston says passengers will likely notice a difference.
Passengers can reasonably expect that they would be able to get through faster.
He says the policy is no longer needed because of better screening technology and a layered approach to security. Missouri Net News.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our